All right, guys. Hello, it's your book folding video. Okay, this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need this little math sheet right here. You're gonna need your pattern, and depending on which pattern you chose, they'll look a little bit different. You're gonna need a ruler with centimeters. So all of these are gonna be in centimeters. And your book and a sharp pencil. So first of all, we need to do a little bit of math before we get started so that we can know what page we're starting on so that our pattern is centered in the middle of the book. So the first thing I want you to do is find the last even numbered page in your book. And so in my book, it is, my even numbered page happens to be page 214. So what you're gonna do when you find your last even numbered page is you are going to record it right here, 214. And then you will divide that number by 2. Okay, now this finds the center of the book, so you really don't need to know that, but anyways. Now your second step is to find out exactly where to start your pattern so that it's in the middle. What you're gonna do is you are going to take your answer from number 1, so mine was 107, and you're gonna subtract it from the number of folds that your book pattern has. They'll tell you at the top usually if you ever do this again. So for example, if you're doing the paw print pattern, you are gonna take your number from up here and you're gonna record it here and subtract 115 because that's how many folds it has. If you're doing the heart pattern, you're going to do the same thing, but over here. So what I'm gonna do is subtract the 41 folds. So this is 66. Now, for step 3, you have to start folding on an odd numbered page. So if your answer from number 2 is odd, you are good to go. You can start marking and folding. If your answer from number 2 is even, like mine is, we need to add 1 to it so that it starts on an odd page. So I get 67. That is the page number I am starting my folding and my measuring on. So I'm gonna go into my book and go to page 67. And when I get there, what I want to do is I'm actually gonna turn my book this direction. So where my odd number is right here. All right, you're gonna take your ruler and you're gonna start measuring. So let me explain the sheets real quick because they're worded a little bit differently depending on your pattern. Here for the paw print one, it says sheet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means the page, not the number page you're on, but the first page you're folding. Then it says the word left fold and right fold. So the left fold means the left side of the book, and the right fold means the right side of the book. All of these digits here are the measurements where you are going to mark using your pencil a little line, and that's where you're gonna end up folding on that page. So you'll make 2 folds per page, and it'll tell you both ways. Both measurements rather. On the heart one, this one just says fold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. And then it, instead of saying left fold, right fold, it says first mark, second mark, okay? So no matter which pattern you're using, you're gonna go to the very first fold. And I'm doing the heart pattern, and it says the first mark is 8 3/10 centimeters. So I'm gonna take my ruler, make sure I'm on the centimeter side or millimeter side, and I'm gonna line it up in the corner. You need to be pretty exact. And I'm going to find 8 3/10. So here's 8, then 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna make a little mark there with my pencil. Now the second measurement I have to make is 9 6/10. So I'm going to do that on the very same page. I'm going to find 9 6/10 and I'm going to make a mark right there. So these little lines tell you where you're actually going to fold your page down. So I'm going to take my finger. I like to use the lines on the page to help me make sure it's straight and not crooked. That makes your pattern come out a little bit better. So a fold here and a fold here. So this is my very first fold for my pattern that's going to end up being a heart. And what I like to do after I measure it is I like to put a little check mark because I don't want to lose my spot and fold something wrong, because once you crease it, it's really hard to fix it if you make the wrong measurement fold. Okay, so, and especially if you're doing a pattern like the paw print one, it's lots of folds. It's 115 folds. So if you get distracted or if you have to pause and do something else, you need to know where you left off. So putting little check marks by it would be really helpful. I don't want you to be alarmed if you see several of the same exact digits, like measurements. So like on this paw print one, fold 12, 13, 14, and 15 literally have the exact same numbers, and that's on purpose, okay? So you want to make sure, like, look, there's only 1 millimeter difference between fold 11 and 12, so you want to be really exact as you can be when you measure it, so that you can actually see that 1 millimeter difference, okay? What I like to do is I like to mark all of my pages first, and then I like to go back and fold at the end. But you can fold as you go. It does not matter. And this particular book folding is called Mark, Measure, Fold. So you can buy prints that you can print out and like line up and measure your page with, but that's really complex to me. And so I like the ones that tell me the measurements on them and tell me where to mark my paper, and then it turned, I don't know, I just like that one better. So I hope that helps, and you can do this on your own time and it's going to turn out awesome. So have a great day, and sorry we didn't get to do this in class, but yeah, there you go.